My name's Tim Kowalczyk. I'm from Minonk, Illinois, and I make trompe-l'oeil ceramics. I make ceramics that look like other things. In particularly, I make a lot of cardboard objects or objects that relate to garbage or trash that you might see alongside the street that create narratives. I was actually forced into it in my undergrad program. I thought I was going to be a sculptor, and I found a way to make sculptures with ceramics, and I found out that there's really an endless possibility in ceramics, so I just kind of started going down that path of figuring out what I could do with it. Yeah, I've noticed that people are starting to pick up on it. There's a lot of non-educated folks, or what I'd like to say, they took their introductory courses and they put together ceramic shows. I'd like to think there's a little bit deeper meaning than trying to translate paintings into sculptures, because I've been in it for so long, but I mean, it's good resurgence for the ceramic community that's kind of been plugging through all this time without notoriety. Oh, okay. So, right, you push the hustle, you use the internet as a form to get your stuff out there. I think sometimes what people want is they want that instantaneous like and follow and notoriety. I started using social medias without any intention or aspect. Like, I didn't know how to use it, I just did it. And that's how I continue to do it. Like last night, for instance, it was 10:30, my alarm went off, I went down to my studio and I said, what did I do today? What can I use as something to put out there? Sometimes it's silly stuff, sometimes it's, making fun of a friend, sometimes it's just about what shows are coming up, but it's just another tool to push out. I think with the things I make, I think sometimes there's a connection, because I get a lot of emails or a lot of messages that say, oh, I remember this box I got that looks just like it. It came in and it was so dented, but it had this really nice fold in it, or this really nice crease. And I'm like, right? And I'm like, oh, you should see the image banks I have of like looking through cardboard boxes to find just the right one, just the right move to say, oh, that fell on the corner out of the back of the truck, or that got hit by so-and-so. So I think there's that personal connection people bring to it because it's cardboard, because they know the material. I've seen all aspects. I've seen the people that are like, well, that can't possibly be ceramic. And I've seen the people that do the tap it in the gallery. I've seen people kick my work across gallery floors because it was displayed on there. I've seen people flick things off of walls. Like, there is that there's no way this is possibly what you're telling me it is. They don't want to believe the title card. They don't want to believe the show title that it's in, right? Like the show I'm in now here. But there's this thing of unfamiliarity with the viewer, but then they can't comprehend how that is then not what they're looking at, and that it's made of this other material. Well, right, there's an article I always quote and everybody makes fun of me, or not article, book, it's Simulation and Simulacra. The map of the territory is only a map until the map takes on the same attributes and scale as the territory. Once it takes on the same attributes and scale as the territory, it's no longer a map, it's just the territory. Right? And it's the same thing I try to do. I don't try to, make anything that's off scale. I don't try to make anything that's off color. Everything in my studio is fairly on point. Like, there's minimal shrinkage, there's minimal loss of detail as far as the material goes. So I'm always trying to make the territory, not the map. I mean, I'm from the Midwest. I'm always dumbfounded when I get asked to be in shows like this because I'm showing with the people I've looked up to for a long time. People that I learned from literally and figuratively via social media, via schooling and education. And when I get asked to be put in some of these shows, I understand that I have a craft. I'm not going to say I'm the best at it. I'm going to say I've worked really hard, and I like, I guess, the accolades that come along with that. And to be put with those people makes me proud, and I hope that it makes the people that I learn from proud. So to be shown with them is kind of like a feather in the cap, as it were, right?